I think this is really sad. This is massively sad that this is happening. And I place the blame on Blizzard. This will be my last video.
Hey guys. So, this will be my last video. And this might come as a shock for some of you. It was a shock to me as well. But the reason is fairly simple. I have, throughout the process of creating these videos, even though I have had fun doing it, I have received death threats multiple times. I received one 2 days ago. I received one this very morning. And I've been shared images from a Discord in Taiwan, as well as a Discord in Russia, with where my videos are being shared, and very descriptive texts about wanting to kill me, wanting to cut off my fingers and feed my hands to my family and stuff, family members and stuff like this. Very descriptive death threats.
Like a hot
We're not
dog?
talking about getting killed in World of Warcraft. We are talking about getting killed in real life. I never knew that it should come to this. I thought that I was just killing bots and I didn't really affect anything, but apparently there's an entire movement now where people are killing bots across all of the hardcore servers. And
this makes sense, right? I mean, these people, they bot for a living, like it's their job. For them, like, of course they're going to want to kill them. Yeah, obviously, it makes sense. Yeah, it's their job.
affecting the mafia.
Yeah.
I don't want to be associated with any of this anymore. Personally, I'm not going to kill any bots. I will remove all of the videos on this channel. I will not advocate killing them. I would not report them anymore. I don't want any part of it whatsoever. Because I'm risking my life right now. And for what?
I want you guys to keep in mind that this entire issue is created by Blizzard. The bot makers are just simply people that are capitalizing on something that Blizzard allows to happen. This is all on Blizzard. The terrorists won? Well, yeah. I mean, I know this might sound surprising, but there are a lot of people that don't want to die on a hill of a video game. They don't really care about this that much. It's just a hobby to them, and if it becomes unpleasant or not enjoyable, they just simply stop doing it. I think that's what most normal people would do. Why would somebody want to have to deal with, like, getting death threats and harassed over, like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, let's keep in mind that, like, I mean, none of this really matters, right? It's just a video game. Nobody cares about this. It doesn't make any difference. You're not changing anybody's life. It's not like you're fighting for freedom. It's just it's just people selling fake gold in a video game. And so, like, if that's causing you emotional distress, then why would you choose to engage in it? You see what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? Because, like, and again, it's something that I think that a lot of terminally online people want to do because, like, they're so fixated around these issues because they care about them so much. But when you take a step back and you think about a guy that has a job, a family, a life, and kids and everything, like, do you really think that this guy needs another element of stress in his life? Probably not. It's just people breaking the rules to make a living. You're literally defending criminals now. I'm not defending criminals, but I am I am rationalizing them. If you create a system that can be exploited and people can make money off of it, you should, in fact, expect people to make money off of it and exploit it. And the fault of this falls on Blizzard, because Blizzard are the ones that have the control here, not him and not the bot makers. It's Blizzard's responsibility for this. And so breaking TOS doesn't make someone a criminal. I don't care. I don't want to get into that. It's not the point. I don't know, like, if you're not emotionally, stable enough to have this conversation, that's fine. But I think that most other normal people here understand exactly what I'm saying, right, guys?
You know, as they usually say on Mitch Jones' stream. And for what? It's for trying to fix a 20-year-old video game,
right,
and ensuring the integrity of what Blizzard created back then. That's
why I stopped. I stopped caring about this the moment that I realized Blizzard didn't care about it. Like, as soon as I realized Blizzard didn't really care about botting and they didn't really care about cheating in the game, that's whenever I stopped playing it, or not playing it. Sorry, I stopped caring about it because like I like the people that make the game don't care about it. Like, how could I care about it?
But this game is not what it used to be, and I'm not going to be the one risking my life in order to fix it.
Yeah, sure.
So even though that I love this game and I've played it for all 20 years that it has been out in all versions, and even though that I'm just a loser with no money, no job, who is addicted to video games,
well, he doesn't have a
I
job.
still value my life and my family's life above this video game. So thank you guys for watching, and I will not be seeing you in the next one.
Damn, that's sad. That really is sad. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that just don't want to have to deal with the stress and pressure that people have, and I think it makes a lot of sense, especially when it's something that's just a hobby. But you don't threaten to kill someone just because your business isn't working anymore? Well, of course you do. So, like, if you have somebody that's hurting your business and you can kill them and then have the business work, well, then why wouldn't you want to kill them? Of course. Yeah, duh. That's why they do it. That's why they're threatening him. Absolutely. Yes, fucking obviously. Yeah, so link video. Yeah, I'll link it. So it makes sense why they would do it. And also, like, here's the thing. It's not a CEO died. No, see, people, I understand that this is, it's a hard thing to understand for some people. There's a big difference between justifying and explaining. I'm explaining it. I'm not justifying it. I'm explaining why it's happening. And so if you can't understand why it's happening, you can never figure out how to make it stop happening because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're thinking about. And so, yes, obviously, small issue to solve and ensure success. They should go to jail. Well, yeah. We're also explaining why that CEO died. Everybody can understand why the guy shot the CEO. I can understand. Everybody can understand it. What are we talking about the Luigi thing for? Yes, I think everybody admits, yes, obviously it's logical why he did it. Most people that do bad things do them for reasons that in their mind make sense. The people that flew airplanes into the Twin Towers on 9/11, in their mind, they were doing the thing that they had to do. It's not like they were doing that thinking that they were the bad guys. They were thinking they're the good guys. Most people that blow things up, most terrorists think that they're the good guys. That's the way it goes. So if you can't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. So you can have empathy while disagreeing. Well, it's not about having empathy. It's about understanding a logical conclusion. That's it. Yeah, people are thinking, yeah, exactly. True people now make mistakes feeling with facts. Exactly, yeah. People can't think about things. They can only feel about them. It's really sad. Yeah, obviously it makes sense why people would be doing this. I get death threats every day. People, and it's a very good way of getting people to not talk about things or not do things, is that, well, we're going to threaten to kill you if you do it. And a lot of people just don't care about it that much. And so they say, all right, I just don't want to deal with this, right? I think that's it. Losing a job has something to do with losing existence. Only they should choose their source of money more deliberately from the beginning. Look, it doesn't matter. Like, you're talking about like shoulds. Like, anytime I hear the word should, I think to myself, oh no. Oh no. Here we go. Yep, yeah, this is it. Of course people are going to do what's in their best interest. That's just what it is. I think this is really sad. This is massively fucking sad that this is happening. And I place the blame on Blizzard. Because even if you arrest all of the people, if you put every person that made a death threat towards this guy and every person in that Discord in jail, you know what would happen? The next day, they'd be replaced by more people that would do the exact same thing. The only people that have control over this situation is Blizzard. Blizzard can control the situation. They can stop this from happening. Nobody else can. That's it. And so that's the way I see it. You can understand why these things happen without sympathizing with the people who do them. Yeah, of course, right? And I think that makes sense. I think it's tragic. He actually feels scared about dying from some random freaks in Taiwan. I think it's always easier for somebody to say that who's not in that position. So like, and this is the thing. They have all my personal information, and I have an idea of the kind of money these farms make. I know enough about the dark web and things you can purchase online to know I've reached my limit. I'm out. Yeah, so like it's always easy to say this when you're not the person who's being targeted, when you're not the person that's having this happen to you. But the reality is that when it is happening to you, I think that a lot of reasonable, normal people, this is the way that everybody, I think, makes decisions, right? Is they view the pros, they view the cons, which side is heavier, and then they go with that side. It's that simple. Like someone with a lot of money telling people not to stress about money. I don't think that's really the same thing. That's kind of like two different conversations. But yeah, when an internet troll takes your sends you your address, you start taking things a lot more seriously. Yeah, sure, right? Do you think death threats on the internet are so common nowadays that the threat is way too overblown by celebrities and such? I think that it's overblown because it's not penalized in a way that I think it should be. I think people that are effectively terrorists, so you have to understand, why are people terrorists? Because terrorism works. That's the reason. Now, that might not be a popular thing to say, but people keep doing terrorism because it works. And so that's it. Clip it? Oh, you can. And there's going to be a lot of people saying, oh, I hate him, but he's right. And so, yeah, that's the reason why they do it. They do it because it stresses people out and it scares them. Of course. Absolutely. The people doing the botting receive death threats too. Everybody does. But I think the problem is on the internet, there aren't enough punishments for people that act out of line with that. And I think that a lot of social media platforms don't really put enough effort into trying to curtail that kind of behavior. I'll read a few more of these. Effective might be a better term. Well, effective means it works, right? What do you mean it works? Well, like, for example, terrorism is really good at getting average people to not speak out or fight back against something. Like, for example, this is what people have done, like, all throughout history. That's why you have, like, public executions and stuff like that. The public executions isn't for the criminal, it's for the rest of the people that would be criminals. And so you make people afraid of you, and then you make them scared that I don't want to step out of line because I don't know whether this is going to happen or not. And that's also the reason why a lot of like warlords and people do things in ways that are unfair, right? And this is actually it's a very good like hack for people's brains, is that people can predict fairness, right? Like if you know that somebody is evil but fair, you can predict that and it will make you less scared of them. But what makes somebody, and I think like a good example or a parallel to this is like a villain like, I don't know, like Homelander in The Boys. What makes that such a good, compelling villain is the unsettling nature that you don't know whether this person is going to take an insult on the cheek or he's going to kill your entire family. And so when you have the uncertainty of that, it makes people terrified to even go outside of the box at all. And I think that's the reason why a lot of these guys do it, because it's scary. You can predict fairness, you can't predict unfairness, and people are terrified of the unknown. So just don't be scared, GGs. Well, I'm just saying that's how it is. Thin-skinned people with power are dangerous. I don't think that I don't think people are thin. You mistake this. These people are not thin-skinned. They're not doing it because you've personally upset them. They're doing it because they need to set an example with you to show everybody else that this is what happens. You're just like, they're not personally, they don't have their feelings hurt about this, but they know that they have to keep up an appearance. Being ruthless is a great way to put people in line. It is. And being unpredictable is the scariest thing you can do. And if you want people to listen to you and not do what you want them to do, be unpredictable. This is really sad. Blizzard should be ashamed of themselves. This is a disgrace. They just completely don't care about the game, and I don't think this guy should either. The end.